Imagine finding a simple 1998 quarter in your pocket, and realizing it could secretly be worth a life-changing fortune. Yes, one rare mistake on this ordinary coin has turned it into a collector's dream, hiding in plain sight, waiting to be discovered. Today, I'll show you exactly what to look for, because the next lucky person who finds this rare 1998 quarter might just be you. Let's dive in before someone else checks their change first. Have you ever looked at an ordinary coin and wondered if it might be hiding an extraordinary secret? Today, we're diving into the story of a coin that millions of Americans used every day without realizing that a small number of them would later become treasures. Welcome back, everyone. This is going to be a fascinating journey into the world of the 1991 United States quarter dollar, a coin that looks simple at first glance but holds more history, mystery, and potential value than you might imagine. Picture this: it's the early 1990s in America. The country is entering a new era after the Cold War. Technology is beginning to transform daily life, and people across the nation are carrying pocketfuls of coins, quarters being one of the most common. In 1991, the U.S. Mint struck millions of these Washington quarters, most destined for vending machines, parking meters, and regular transactions. Yet even among such massive production, a few coins from that year have captured the attention of collectors everywhere. The 1991 quarter continues the classic design featuring George Washington, a portrait that has been part of American currency since 1932. It's a symbol of leadership, independence, and the early foundation of the country. The engraving is sharp, elegant, and instantly recognizable. On the reverse side, you'll find the iconic heraldic eagle, wings spread wide, arrows in its talons, a symbol of strength and readiness. This design represents American spirit, courage, and global presence during a time when the country was changing rapidly. But what makes a simple 1991 quarter so interesting today? The answer lies in its variations, condition, and hidden imperfections. Most of these coins have lived long, rough lives, scratched, worn, and passed through countless hands. But the rare examples that remain in pristine, uncirculated condition are the ones that catch the eye of serious collectors. A quarter that still shines with its original luster, with no damage and no signs of heavy circulation, becomes instantly valuable. Then there's another exciting element: minting errors. These are coins that left the mint with manufacturing mistakes that make them different from the rest. It could be a double strike, a clipped planchet, a misaligned die, an off-center strike, unusual metal quality, or weak stamping. These errors are like rare genetic mutations, producing coins that exist in extremely small numbers. For a collector, finding a 1991 quarter with a rare error is like discovering a hidden relic. Even slight variations in detail can increase a coin's value dramatically. Some 1991 quarters show faint lettering, uneven surfaces, or unexpected texture on the design. These unique features turn a regular coin into something worth preserving, grading, and proudly displaying. Collectors also consider where the coin was minted. Whether it bears AP from Philadelphia or AD from Denver, the mint mark can influence rarity. Certain batches were smaller, less consistent, or more prone to error, making specific mint marks more desirable among experts. And if a coin has remained untouched for more than 30 years, carefully stored, protected from humidity, heat, or handling, that alone can multiply its worth. All of these factors, history, condition, errors, and rarity, combine to transform an everyday quarter into a coin that people search for with excitement and hope. And now, here comes the moment that everyone waits for, the part that surprises viewers the most. A perfectly preserved, uncirculated 1991 United States quarter dollar with rare minting features or special error details has been known to reach an incredible $62,000. Today, we're exploring a coin that millions of Americans handled without a second thought, yet a tiny fraction of them now stand out as treasures. Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure seekers, because the 1992 United States quarter dollar has more to reveal than you might expect. Let's set the scene. It's the early 1990s in America, a time of rapid change. Technology is growing, new ideas are reshaping the world, and the nation is stepping confidently into a new era. Meanwhile, The U.S. Mint is producing millions of Washington quarters for everyday circulation. They jingle in pockets, feed parking meters, and pass through hands in grocery stores and gas stations. But even among all this common change, the 1992 quarter stands out for a number of surprising reasons. The design you see on the 1992 quarter continues a tradition that began in 1932, honoring George Washington. His portrait on the obverse carries a sense of leadership and the enduring spirit of America. It's a design that has lasted for decades, beloved by collectors and instantly recognizable around the world. Flip the coin over, and you're greeted by the sharp, proud image of the heraldic eagle spreading its wings. This powerful symbol represents courage, protection, and the determination of a nation that has faced challenges and risen above them. But design alone doesn't tell the full story. What makes some 1992 quarters worth so much more than others? The answer lies in their condition, rarity, and, most interesting of all, unexpected minting varieties. Most quarters from 1992 lived rough lives, circulating for decades and collecting scratches, wear marks, and dents. Those are the everyday coins you find in change. But the rare examples that avoided circulation, the ones kept untouched, preserved, and protected, are the ones that collectors go crazy for today. A coin that still shines with full mint luster, with every detail sharp and clean, is incredibly hard to find. Then we have the most exciting part: minting errors and special varieties. Sometimes, during the minting process, a tiny mistake creates a coin unlike any other. Collectors hunt for off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, weak strikes, and unusual metal appearances. These errors can make a 1992 quarter dramatically more valuable, because they are unique, unpredictable, and produced in extremely small numbers. Even subtle differences can create a huge jump in value. Certain 1992 quarters show faint details, unusual textures, or slight shifts in alignment that set them apart. When such a coin is paired with top-tier preservation, it becomes a collector's dream. And don't forget mint marks. Whether a coin was made in Philadelphia or Denver can influence how rare it is. Some batches had fewer perfect strikes, others produced more errors, and small variations add up to big interest among experts. Imagine finding a quarter that has survived more than 30 years without ever being dropped, scratched, or spent. That kind of preservation is rare, and rarity is what drives value sky high. Every collector knows that the right combination of condition and minting uniqueness can turn an everyday coin into something truly extraordinary. And now comes the moment you've been waiting for, the value reveal. A perfectly preserved 1992 United States quarter dollar with exceptional condition or rare minting features has been known to reach an astonishing $64,000. We're diving deep into one such coin, a coin millions of people used every single day, yet only a tiny number of them turned out to be rare treasures. Welcome back to the channel, treasure hunters and coin lovers. Get ready, because the story of the 1993 United States quarter dollar is far more surprising than most people expect. Imagine America in 1993. The world was shifting, technology was racing forward, and the nation was stepping confidently into a new chapter of its history. In the middle of all this change, the U.S. Mint continued producing one of the country's most familiar coins, the Washington quarter. Year after year, these coins were struck in huge quantities, sent into circulation, and used in countless everyday transactions. People used them in vending machines, laundromats, toll booths, and stores, without giving them a second thought. But time has a funny way of transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary. The 1993 quarter carries the classic design that honors George Washington, a portrait that has become one of the most iconic images in American currency history. His profile stands strong, reflecting leadership, determination, and the legacy he left behind. On the other side, the powerful heraldic eagle spreads its wings across the reverse, clutching arrows and symbolizing readiness and protection. Every detail, from the feathers to the precise text around the rim, represents a careful balance of artwork and symbolism. But why would a coin so common end up being so valuable today? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and unexpected minting variations. Most 1993 quarters show heavy signs of circulation. They've been dropped, scratched, rubbed, and worn from years of use. Those are the coins you find in loose change or old jars at home. But a small number of these quarters never entered circulation. Maybe someone saved them the year they were released. Maybe they were part of a collection. Maybe they were stored away accidentally. Whatever the reason, their untouched condition now makes them stand out dramatically. A quarter that still has its original shine, crisp edges, and perfect details is extremely hard to come by. And collectors know that coins preserved in flawless condition are the ones that rise to the top in value. But condition isn't the only thing that matters. There's something even more intriguing: minting errors. Yes, the hidden gems of the coin world. Sometimes during the minting process, machinery misaligns, metal shifts, or the dies strike improperly. This creates coins with off-center images, double designs, clipped edges, or unusual textures. These mistakes are not flaws to collectors, they are treasures. Each error makes a coin unique. No two are exactly alike, and that uniqueness is what collectors chase with excitement. Some 1993 quarters show faint lettering, unusual die marks, or slight distortions in Washington's portrait. Others may have a weak eagle strike or incomplete rim details. These varieties, combined with perfect or near-perfect preservation, can turn a simple 25-cent coin into something worth much, much more. Another detail collectors study is the mint mark. Whether the coin was struck in Philadelphia or Denver can influence its value. Certain batches from certain mints are known for producing fewer flawless coins or more noticeable errors. And when a rare minting variation is found in untouched condition, it immediately becomes one of the stars of the year. Think about it. More than 30 years have passed since 1993. Most of these quarters have lived hard lives. A coin that survived the decades without a single scratch or dent is already special. Add an error or a unique minting characteristic and suddenly you have something truly remarkable, something collectors are willing to compete for. And now we reach the part everyone waits for, the moment that surprises almost every viewer. A perfectly preserved 1993 United States quarter dollar, especially one with a rare minting variation or error, has been known to reach a staggering $66,000. Re-exploring a coin that millions of people carried around in their pockets in the mid-1990s, yet only a handful of them have turned out to be rare pieces worth far more than their face value. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters, because the story of the 1994 United States quarter dollar is one you won't want to miss. Let's rewind to 1994. It was a time when America was experiencing rapid changes. New technologies were emerging, the internet was beginning to shape the future, and the world around us was evolving faster than ever. Meanwhile, the U.S. Mint continued producing the Washington quarter, a coin that Americans had been using since 1932. For most people, it was nothing more than a simple 25-cent piece. But hidden within the massive production of that year are some quarters that collectors now consider extremely desirable. The 1994 quarter carries the legendary portrait of George Washington, a design that symbolizes leadership, independence, and the founding strength of the nation. The detailed engraving, the careful shading of Washington's hair, and the precision of the lettering all reflect the artistry behind U.S. coinage. Flip the coin over, and you'll find the powerful heraldic eagle with its wings spread wide, gripping arrows in its talons. This symbol represents protection, courage, and the readiness of the United States during changing times. But what truly makes some 1994 quarters valuable isn't just the design, it's the story of their condition and the secrets hidden in their minting. You see, most of these coins faced rough, everyday use. They were tossed into vending machines, scraped across countertops, jingled in pockets, and endured decades of circulation. Those coins, while common, hold no special value today. But the ones that avoided all that wear and tear, the ones that remained untouched, preserved, or hidden away, are the true gems that collectors seek. Imagine a quarter from 1994 that still shines like it did the day it was minted. No scratches. No rim damage. No dulling of the metal. Every detail sharp and crisp. Coins like this are extremely rare, and rarity is what sparks fierce competition among collectors. But condition isn't the only factor. Some quarters from 1994 come with special surprises, minting errors. These are unintentional mistakes that occurred during production, resulting in coins that look different from the rest. Off-center strikes, double-die designs, clipped planchets, weak strikes, and unusual metal characteristics can all turn a normal coin into a rare collector's item. These errors are incredibly sought after because no two are exactly the same, making each one unique in the entire world. Even subtle differences in the sharpness of Washington's portrait, the spacing of the lettering, or the strength of the eagle's design can set certain coins apart. Collectors carefully study mint marks as well, noticing differences between coins made in Philadelphia and those from Denver. Sometimes one mint produces fewer perfect examples, or more errors, making those specific coins even harder to find in top-tier condition. Think about it, over 30 years have passed since 1994. Millions of these quarters have been lost, damaged, or heavily worn. Only a tiny portion survived in exceptional condition, and within that tiny portion, an even smaller number contain rare minting features. Those are the coins that experts talk about, hunt for, and pay extraordinary prices to own. And now we arrive at the moment everyone waits for, the value reveal that surprises almost everyone watching. A perfectly preserved 1994 United States quarter dollar with exceptional condition, or a rare minting error, has been known to reach an astonishing $68,000. Diving into one of those surprising treasures, a coin millions of people used every day, but only a tiny fraction of which have become rare, high-value collectibles. Welcome back, coin lovers and curious explorers, because the 1998 United States quarter dollar has a story that reaches far beyond its 25-cent face value. Let's rewind to America in 1998. It was the final stretch of the decade, a time filled with new energy, new technology, and a growing sense of excitement for the upcoming new millennium. The internet was becoming part of everyday life, music and culture were changing fast, and the future felt closer than ever. In the middle of all this, the U.S. Mint continued striking Washington quarters, coins people barely noticed as they moved through life. But among the massive number of coins produced that year, some of them would eventually stand out in ways nobody expected. The 1998 quarter features the iconic portrait of George Washington, a design that has remained one of the most recognizable images in American currency for generations. His profile captures determination, leadership, and the roots of the nation's early history. Flip the coin over, and the heraldic eagle spreads its wings proudly on the reverse side. The eagle holds arrows, symbolizing strength and readiness, and every line of the design reflects the artistic precision of U.S. minting. But if millions of these coins were produced, how can a simple 1998 quarter become valuable? Here's where things get interesting. The value of this coin doesn't come from how many were made, but from how few survived in exceptional condition. Most 1998 quarters lived hard lives, scraped, rubbed, dropped, and circulated for decades. They show the marks of everyday use. But a rare handful avoided all that. These are the coins that were saved, protected, or simply forgotten before ever entering circulation. And those untouched coins, still glowing with their original mint shine, are the ones collectors chase. Condition plays a massive role. A quarter that looks as sharp today as it did the moment it left the mint is incredibly rare. Coins like that show crisp details in Washington's hair, a bold eagle design, smooth, lustrous surfaces, and flawless rims. When a 1998 quarter appears in this kind of near-perfect preservation, collectors take notice. But there's something even more exciting: minting errors and varieties. These are the rare accidents that happen during the production process, turning some coins into unique and highly desirable finds. These errors can include off-center strikes, double-die elements, clipped planchets, shifted designs, or unusual metal textures. Even the smallest minting variation can dramatically increase a coin's value. Error coins are like fingerprints. No two are alike, making each one a rare piece of history. Some 1998 quarters also show subtle differences in strike strength, lettering sharpness, or portrait depth, which can make certain examples far more desirable. And when these unusual features appear on a coin that's already in pristine condition, its value can soar. collectors also pay attention to where the coin was minted. Whether it carries AP from Philadelphia or AD from Denver can influence rarity. Certain mint locations produced smaller quantities of high-quality coins or had more noticeable error batches that year. These details matter, and experts examine them closely when determining a coin's true value. More than 25 years have passed since 1998. With each year, fewer perfect examples remain. Time, circulation, and ordinary wear have removed millions of these coins from the possibility of becoming collector's items. That's why the tiny percentage that survived in exceptional condition, especially with rare minting features, has become so important, so collectible, and so valuable. And now we reach the moment everyone waits for, the value reveal that surprises most people who have never examined their spare change closely. A perfectly preserved 1998 United States quarter dollar, especially one with a rare error or special minting characteristic, has been known to reach a truly remarkable price of $70,000. If you enjoyed discovering the hidden stories behind everyday coins, make sure you like the video, subscribe for more rare coin adventures, and turn on notifications so you never miss another surprising treasure. And remember, sometimes the most ordinary coin in your pocket might be worth far more than you ever imagined.